We have been here in Denmark for almost a week now, and unfortunately it's coming to an end. So far we have visited Stevens and Køge, and we have yet to explore Copenhagen and Roskilde in this video. Since we're staying in Stevens, we woke up bright and early to drive to Copenhagen, which is only about an hour away. We wanted to be there early just so that it won't be too packed. We have made it to the center of Copenhagen, but finding parking around here is pretty tough. I mean, you have to pay, of course, but they're not that cheap. It's pretty expensive. So we're trying to figure out where can we park. Finding parking was definitely a struggle, and from what I've heard, there are common parking scams and most of the machines did not work, nor do we really understand them. So as much as it saddens me to say this, we decided to go to an underground parking, which we know is not going to be the cheapest, but at least it's going to be legit and not a scam. Do I think it's overpriced? Absolutely, but I'd rather pay for something that is legit than to park somewhere that's not legit and get scammed and then have a problem with the authorities, so this seemed like the safest option for now. And we are officially in Nyhavn, if that's how you
Nyhavn.
It's Nyhavn. No, we're not gonna start this fight now. But yeah, comment down below if who's saying it right or who's closest. But anyway, we made it here and we are pretty lucky with the weather because it said it was gonna rain the whole day. And you know, it did rain a little bit, but we caught also glimpse of sun and yeah, in general it's pretty good. It is raining now again, so I'm gonna quick this off again.
Perfect timing.
Yes. But anyways, we are going to be spending some time around here. It's really beautiful, and the other thing that we were very surprised about is that it's not as busy as we thought it would be. Yeah. For those of you who don't know, Nyhavn translates to New Harbor, is a 17th century waterfront district in Copenhagen, originally built as a commercial port by King Christian V. Once a hub for sailors and trade, it's now famous for its colorful houses, historic ships, and vibrant cafes. Hans Christian Andersen lived and wrote here, adding to its cultural charm. Also, just a side note, if you're staying within Copenhagen or nearby areas, you do not need to rent a car. It is not necessary because public transportation within the city is very good and it's very walkable, so the best thing you could do is just rent a bike. But since we're staying in Stevens, which is a bit further away, we had to rent a car just so that we can drive around and go to all the coastal sites and all of that. And now we're currently on the side of someone's door because it's raining. Morning from a supposedly free parking place. So today is actually the second day of exploring Copenhagen. By the way, we were supposed to go tomorrow, but we decided to do it today just because the weather looks a bit better and because we want our last stay to be more chill and relaxed. But anyway, besides the point, we've been trying to look for free parking, right? And we did find one in this one place called Køge or something like that. I think that's how you call it. And this is supposed to be free parking, so we decided we are just gonna ask someone who actually parks here just to make sure. I mean, the reviews of this place says that you can park here for free. There have been many that parked for over 3 days for free, which that's really good because the plan is to get a free parking place and then to get a train and then bus like to go around. But yeah, RJ went to go ask. I believe there is some news, but yeah, I'm curious to see what it says. So yeah. Let's wait and see. What is it? Yeah. It's free? Huh?
Yeah. It's free. Yeah.
Perfect. So now you know, this is a hidden gem. You get free parking here. I mean, only downside you have to take like the train and everything, but I think if you get free parking and you're close enough to the city, I think that is pretty worth it. At first, we struggled to understand how and what tickets to get going into the city. So if it wouldn't have been for the awesome Danish locals, we would not be getting anywhere. So a huge shout out to all the Danish people that we came across. You're all so friendly and helpful. Definitely some of the nicest people we've met within the Nordics. Our first stop was supposed to be Tivoli Gardens as that's where the train had stopped, but unfortunately it was closed, so we decided to go to the next place that was on our list, which is the Christiansborg Palace. So not only was it a formal royal palace, but it apparently houses all 3 branches of the Danish government. The parliament, the prime minister's office, and the Supreme Court, all under one roof. It was nice that we had it pretty much all to ourselves. During our walk of exploring, I got hungry and spotted a hot dog cart, which I had been meaning to try since I heard so many great things about it. Not only did it look amazing, but the woman that served it to us was awesome. She was so informative and gave us a quick insight as to why people get it and what they normally pair it with, which was quite surprising. I highly recommend you go to this hot dog cart that is right next to the Round Tower. So when we were walking on the way to one of the attractions for the day,
the Round Tower.
The Round Tower,
Yeah.
we were actually again discussing about food, and we have some spots labeled like where do we want to go to eat, and we were like, we're getting a bit hungry, we want a snack. And I did hear and read that in Denmark they have one of their delicacy foods or traditional foods is to have like a hot dog, I'm gonna call it. It's like a hot dog, and they have all kinds of toppings. They have raw onions, pickles, and they have something crispy on the side. I don't know if that's breadcrumbs or what that is, but it looks pretty good.
We're gonna give it a shot.
Oh yeah.
That's good. Yeah.
It's so good. It's got ketchup and mustard, and she added something else.
Yeah.
It was like a yellowy sauce, but I'm not sure what it is.
Mustard?
No, not mustard, something else.
Oh.
That was like the third
Okay.
one. But this is so good, and from what she said, is that this you should pair it up with chocolate milk.
Traditionally, they pair it with chocolate milk.
Yeah. Wait, go a bit back, your head is cut off. Yeah, perfect. That's so good.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on the hot dog?
It was delicious. It was filling, but not too filling. You know, just enough to satisfy the belly.
Enough to keep us going for lunch, for
Yeah.
sure. But yeah, I'd rate it a 10 out of 10. Not only was it perfect timing, but was it really good, but it was also the person serving it to us. She was very nice, so
Yeah.
informative. Like, she even told us like why people actually buy it, which is great. But you probably already saw this on the video.
And the history about it.
Yeah, the little
tradition.
history lesson.
Yeah.
Yeah, but overall it's really, really good, and we're just gonna be resting here just for a moment, just to let the food digest and such, and then we'll be on our way to one of the other attractions that are on the way, which is the Round Tower, the roundest tower or something like that.
The Round Tower.
The Round Tower, yeah, that. But if you're in the area, here is where you should go to get good hot dogs.
Yeah.
Made it to the Round Tower, and I wasn't exactly sure what I was expecting, but this is it. And here's also a little fact about it. The building features a unique spiral ramp inside instead of stairs, allowing people and even horses to walk all the way to the top. We were hungry at this point, so our visit to the Rosenborg Palace was cut short, and also because it was pretty packed, but the garden was breathtaking. We were craving for some smørbrød, so we stopped by this one restaurant and it felt very local. I also didn't know that there were so many different meats you can pair it with. I took the one with the fish fillet and it was so delicious. Next, we of course had to stop by a bakery, and I got this strawberry tart and RJ got an actual Danish, which tasted amazing and so fresh. We continued our walk and made it to the Copenhagen City Hall, which was completed in 1905, is famous for its striking blend of national, romantic and Renaissance revival architecture, and houses one of the world's largest clock faces, which I did not know. Since we are in Denmark, it's only mandatory that we go into a Lego store. You can even get your own personalized Lego build. And RJ was talking about how he used to get these when he was little, so that was really cute. After a whole day of exploring, we headed back to the train station and made it back to Køge, where our car was waiting for us. Today is our last day here in Denmark, unfortunately, but we will be back definitely in the future because we have fallen in love with Denmark. It's such a beautiful country. We like the people and their little towns are just so nice. And today, to spend the final and last day, we decided to come to Roskilde, if that's how you say it correctly, but
Roskilde.
Roskilde, I'm sure. But ever since we saw or discovered this town, we've been calling it Rock Slide ever since. So yeah, for us it's Rock Slide. That's not how you pronounce it, but we call it Rock Slide. Roskilde is known for its historic background, so there's a lot of information for the Vikings and such. They even have the Viking Museum here if that's what you're interested in. Tomorrow we will have a very, very early morning, especially because my flight is super early in the morning, so that's why. But we're gonna be going to some churches and to the cathedral and just to explore the main areas, so the center pretty much. And yeah, that's the plan for today. And yeah, let's go and check this out. Roskilde Cathedral is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and it's the burial place of Danish monarchs and one of the earliest Gothic brick churches in Scandinavia. After exploring Roskilde, we decided that we wanted to end the trip by going to a Danish pastry shop, which unfortunately were closed in Roskilde, so we ended up going back to Køge since it's on the way back, and we stumbled across this amazing and lovely pastry shop, which we had the honor to meet the owner. She was so nice and explained to us that she had been working for the previous 3 owners until she decided to buy the building and make fresh, delicious pastries, and has been successfully running for over 5 years now. We are back in Køge. RJ is like right there, but I can't mount this anywhere because I have to make sure you hear me. We are in Køge because we were trying to look for cafes in Roskilde, but we didn't really find anything. I wanted something, you know, a bit more bready, more flaky, but they had like proper cakes and I didn't really want that. So we came back here to Køge because of the street we walked here the last time. And then there's this cafe here. And I was like, you know what? I think the proper way to end the trip in Denmark is to go to a proper Danish pastry shop, or to have at least a pastry that's Danish. And that's what we did. We came here and look at this. Ooh, look at this beauty. It's so good. I seriously love all kinds of cakes. Okay, now. Don't show the evidence. Yeah, and anyways, we got the honor to actually talk to the owner. She was so nice, she was so funny. Yeah, the funniest thing that happened is we were talking about the places and how to pronounce a few places. Like example, our very famous word Køge, as Mitzi King likes to pronounce it as. She actually told us the proper way to say it, which is Køge. So now we know how to say each place in the country correct, which is good. Actually, he knows, but he's just gonna stick to Køge just because it's funny. And I'm gonna stick to Køge because it is funny. And yeah, she's a really nice woman, really nice. I like her a lot. I actually followed their Instagram page because I like also what they do with the pastries. So what she told us is that they bake everything fresh every single day. And whatever gets left over, they give it to elderly people or people who just like want it. And I'm like, that's really nice because many stores, they just throw everything away. And I don't like that, so yeah. And then they gave us a little extra cake. So I'm actually gonna try because RJ already tried. Actually, no, I'm not gonna even use the fork, it's too much work. I'm just gonna bite it out. This is good. This is really, really good. This was the trip that we had in Denmark. I'm currently back here in Finland. But before I do end this video, I just wanted to make a little dedication on how much I genuinely enjoy and love Denmark as a country. And I don't normally do this kind of thing. I have traveled to lots of different places and I love every country that I've ever stepped foot in, but to me Denmark was something so special. We had the best time there ever, and I'm even thinking possibly in the future to get there a vacation home for the summer or even winter time, who knows, but not within Copenhagen, not within any big cities, more so out of any cities. I really loved the place that we stayed in. It was in Stevens. It was a place called Maglebu, something like that. If I'm saying that right, I'm probably not, but yeah, I'll probably put it down here somewhere. We genuinely loved that place. It was so peaceful, and all the locals, they were so wholesome, they were so nice. Genuinely such helpful people, and I feel like we would not have gotten so far to all these places if it would not have been for the locals when it comes to direction or suggestions or just anything at all. They were just so kind, and I cannot get over that, just because this type of treatment is usually more common within Asia, you know, but within Europe that's not really a very common thing. I mean, maybe in Eastern Europe, sure, but as a country within the Nordics, we did not expect that. So huge shout out to Denmark. We love it. We want to come back as soon as possible. As soon as we came back from our trip, I already told RJ, like, we gotta go back. Like, I want to go back so bad, especially now with Halloween coming around. I just want to go so bad. But I hope that you enjoyed this video. I also hope that you go to some of these places that I had recommended. Example, the bakery in Køge. I want to go back there so bad. Their pastries was amazing, and the owner, she was amazing, and the other staff that worked there, phenomenal. If you have any tips or suggestions, or maybe some more places you'd love to see us explore within Denmark, comment down below. We'd so love to go and explore. Maybe next time we'll go to Billund and some other parts of Denmark. So yeah, very stoked for that. But I hope to see you in the very next video. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you for subscribing and giving this video a like. It shows how much you support, and it really means a lot to me. So I'll see you in the very next video. Bye!